Dean. Hello, everyone, and you're welcome to Anycom Final IMA of 2022. And here with us, Mike and Sergey.
Hi. Hello, everyone. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Yeah, so we have sound on YouTube, and we can start. And first, I think we have to make short introduction about 2022 and our thoughts about it. So, Mike.
Yeah, yeah. First of all, we would like to make a short summary of the 2022. It was really hard year. Personally, myself, I didn't remember the last year, which was so hard from me, from perspective of the market, the products, the uh, emotional, physical, and political and economical stuff, which was passed in 2022. So yeah, it was really hard, but uh, we still here. We continue to develop the products, and thanks a lot, first of all, to community all over the world, which are still with us. Thanks to our team, which continue to develop the products, Anycom, Space, and we launched Booster Pool last year. So the lot of thing was done in 2022, but also many thing was moved to roadmap of 2023, and we will discuss about it more detailed later. But I would like to also wish to everyone, to our community members, to all members all over the world, the health, the power, cross and pass next 2023 year, because nobody know what will bring this year for us. It will be from economical perspective still the bear market, and it's mean it will be hard time for all of us. It will bring us a little bit nervous, but we will continue develop our products, and we will deliver the new products. We will update the Trinity 2.0, so that we have a lot of plan for next year. So this is not our first the bear market, and still the bear market is already 1 year from November 2021. So we're still here. We continue develop. We continue work with community. We continue work with the different space on the market, and so this year make us more stronger. And it was also a lot of experiments, and a lot of the time was just waste, and the lot of the team was move out from the Russia to other country, and it also take a lot of time, and the lot of uh, mm, expression, and so yeah, let's move forward to 2023, and thanks one more time again. And yeah, let's start with the questions, and we will talk about it more detailed.
Yeah, let's start with the first question, and it is integration of the Anycom network to MetaMask next year could mean a lot of in term of expansion.
Yeah, Serge, could you answer on this question? Yeah.
Yeah, maybe this question is about connection with Ethereum. As far as I know, MetaMask doesn't plan any non-Ethereum chains support, so any couldn't be added to MetaMask. There was one case when Near blockchain was integrated via some third party, but it doesn't look very, non-custodial or decentralized at glance. So speaking about wallets, we analyzed how we can add Anycom to Trust Wallet, as Trust Wallet is a multi-chain wallet, but it is a very big amount of work, and there is no guarantee that after these preparations, a lot of technical stuff, we will actually be added to Trust Wallet, because it's on their own decision. So this part is waiting a good moment and opportunity. And speaking about connecting to EVM, we have plans to support EVM chains in Anycom extension. So I hope this answers the question.
Yeah, thank you.
So if the MetaMask will not go to us, we will go with our products and our extension to EVM chains. Yeah.
Yeah, and the next question is when will the bridge between ENQ and Ethereum be launched? And just now.
Yeah, so our team right now work on the release the Ethereum bridge, EVM bridge right now. So we hope we will do all our best to release it tomorrow in between Bit, Anycom test network, and Gaerli, Ethereum test network. So we will announce it tomorrow. We have enough time to manage it, to launch it, but plan is still launch it in this year. And in January, we are planning to add more chains, update some UX UI, make it more nicer, because it still mostly looks like development mode, let me say. And yeah, the delayed was related with also with some issues which we have, technical issues, and also the everyone in team are very tired this year, and like it's like final jump of this year for us to deliver the bridge. And we also try to make everything very good looking from perspective of UX UI. So a lot of details have to be done, but we still trying to release it tomorrow. Yeah, so we will update it tomorrow. But for now, we can make the short video of the space bridge, like a small announce of the for Enix Space, how we like it. Very cool video.
Yeah,
Roman,
just a second, I will launch it. Yeah, I hope that you enjoy this video too, and we can continue with all the questions. And the next one is, what are plans for 22.0? Also, does the EVM bridge from other blockchains attract developers from other blockchains to ENQ?
So I will answer for first part of this question. Yes. For I don't know what this mean easily or not easily, but for make a trades on the Enix space, you have to bridge token from other blockchains. So it will be not cross-chain trades. So it's mean you have to move your tokens from, for example, from Ethereum or Polygon to Ethereum network, and then you can trade on the Enix space. But we also work right now with one of the cross-chain integrator, and after bridge will done, we're planning to integrate one solution which can help our users to make a swap or trade. For example, the Matic on Polygon, you can trade it to Anycom, native Anycom, or you can trade the BUSD from Binance Smart Chain to French Bulldog token on Anycom network. So this is solution will be integrated at, I think, February or March. It will be depends on the pipeline of our partners and from us. But definitely, after the bridge will be launched, the full ecosystem of Anycom, which right now it's quite close, will be more openly for at least for all EVM blockchains most popular like Polygon, Binance Smart Chain, Ethereum, Optimism, Arbitrum, Sela, Phantom, Avalanche, and so on. It will be depends on the time for how fast we can integrate these bridges, because the smart contracts which we have to deploy for that, it's the same. It's just a question of the time, and it's just a question to make everything very correct way, because just a couple of 1 week ago it was the hacked of also the cross chain of our friends, and it's the bridges and the cross chain, it's like top of the hacks of this year, I think. So everything have to be done very careful, and those kind of production doesn't have to be in rush, so otherwise it can bring a lot of headache for many users. So yeah, it will be, I think, easily, and for stable coins like USDT or DAI or USDC or BUSD, it will be rapid. So for example, if you would like to send USDC from Ethereum, you can easily send it via bridge, and you will receive rapid USDC on top of Anycom network. Same like you can wrap it from Polygon or from Binance Smart Chains or some other existing EVM chains. Yeah, so it will be more trading pairs with stable coins, and of course it will bring more. We will be reward those kind of trading pairs and those kind of liquidity provider in the Harvest Farm, in the Yenix. So it will be the big marketing and reward program for new trading pairs, for new products and tokens, I mean, which came to the Enix space. Yeah, so it will be a lot of the attraction, I hope, from the middle or end of January for the full 2023.
Yeah, thank you, Mike, but you have answered on the other question, and let me read it first. So the question was, you answered, EVM bridge, does tokens from other blockchains easily get traded on Enix space via the bridge? Is there a development of having a stable coin USD on Anycom blockchain for easier purchases? And let's return to the previous question. What are plans for Trinity 2.0? Also, does EVM bridge from other blockchains attract developers from other blockchains to ENQ?
These questions are connected
Yeah.
Because EVM bridge actually brought attention from cross-chain solution developers that are providing cross-chain trades that Mike just spoke about. And speaking about Trinity 2.0, the main idea of Trinity 2.0 is to bring new life and new utility to POA mining, mobile mining, and this is planned to be done via MEV protection and verifiable and trusted decentralized on-chain randomness generation, which is important for various smart contracts like DeFi or GameFi, DApps. So this main idea bring effects, makes an influence on other aspects of our roadmap, like proof of work or smart contracts development. So we, when we came to this understanding that we can make a POA and this MEV protection. So as we currently aware of existing work in this field, we possibly could bring the best solution. So that's why we revised and we started to rethink every other aspect, like smart contracts, EVM integration, or proof of work. And this analysis like brought some pause in there will be questions about proof of work and smart contracts. So I'm answering why we made this took some time for think more about it, because now we try to integrate all these aspects into one solution, complex solution. But to make it real, we think that we need more funding, and looking into financial market now, it doesn't look promising. So it seems that we will finish current processes on Trinity first generation Trinity, RandomX proof of work, and the proof of stake as it described initially, while in parallel looking for fundraising for Trinity 2.0 in its best vision and perfect utility for POA.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yes, absolutely. So what does it mean for us? Like, we actually have two options for deliver the Trinity 2.0 will take us quite big amount of time, developers, and money, and to deliver it quite cool with all of features which Serge just talking about before. It will definitely will be needed, be funded, and for this phase of market, it's quite complicated. So we're actually looking for more fundraise in 2023 to deliver the Trinity 2.0, but mostly but detailed plan of that, I think we will publish not early than February or March next year, because right now we have to focus on the Trinity 2 first, Trinity 1.0, and deliver the bridge and finalize the NX space, because NX space still doesn't work with a space station and without bridge. So this is two very important services which have to be done, and I hope it will be done in January. So it will open the Anycom via bridge to different EVM chains and non-EVM chains, because actually what we are doing, so we are quite small team, and the most of the product we deliver it and develop by ourselves. And for example, if you're looking for the Ethereum ecosystem or Phantom or Binance Smart Chain or Polygon, they have separate different team, which one team create the blockchain explorer, second team create, and it's independent team which funded by the market, develop the bridge, third team develop the liquidity protocol, and so on and so on and so on. So for example, right now we are working on the Info Enix space, and what we develop, it looks like a independent project called Graph in Ethereum ecosystem, which actually have own token. It's funded by the best crypto VC fund all over the world and has capitalization around 1 billion and so on. And for us, it's just a part of the Info Enix space, but from technical perspective, it looks like a huge separate independent project which has billion capitalization. So in this case, of course, we have to be more funded, and I hope we will make it to the next 2023 to develop the Trinity 2.0 with all best features like MEV protection, random number generation, scalability of the POA nodes, fast transaction, and so on and so on and so on. Yeah, so let's move forward. I think I see we have a lot of questions also in YouTube on this AMA. We will definitely answer for all of them. Just move forward. We're already 30 minutes live. So
yeah, thank you, Serge. Thank you, Mike. Let's move to the next question. And the next question is: do you have plans to participate in events in Latin, such as conferences, crypto festivals, and events of your own? Yes, we have such plans, and as I always answer, that Latin is a very interesting and very promising market for Anycoin. So yes, we will. And
I think maybe we can send the link to our live translation to Rafael. Maybe Rafael will answer on this question. Just check with him. Can he join us and maybe say hello to Latin America community? And it will be. It was not on our plan, but let's please text him.
I'll check. Yeah.
Maybe he will join us.
Yeah. Let's move to the next question. And meanwhile,
I will answer. Just ask him now. I will read next question.
Okay.
The Enix DEX is much better than ATSEX. What strategy will you set up to boost? What projects do you want to bring to the Anycoin network? So for Enix space, we are working and we are talking right now with a few projects and which we know directly, and so we will discuss with them now to add liquidity to Enix space, and we will reward them in the space station and the harvest farm by ENX. And we we believe that it will attract more traders of those community to us. Also, right now we discuss with Upbots team to bring some decentralized bots on top of the Anycom, on top of the Enix space. So we just start discussion with them, and as I told you before, it was really hard year for many of the projects. So for moving faster, we need more time, because not so 2022 was a game changer year, let me say. So a lot of scam, lot of reg pulls, lot of bankrupts, and so on. The price dramatically dumped, and it's not easy time. And for DEX, of course, it's a good time, because as you know, if you not own your key, you not own your funds. So from this perspective, the Enix space right now, it's very a good time for launch, because, for example, the 7 months ago it was not so hot for the DEXs because it was too much DEXs and everyone trade on the centralized exchange, and DEXs was not so popular at the moment. But yeah, from one perspective, we was delay a little bit, but from second, if you look from the second other side, you understand that it's quite right time to launch the NX space. We just need the time, a little bit more time to launch the bridge. Yeah. So next question, I like Colombia.
Yeah, and
strategy.
Rafael will join us soon.
Yeah. Okay, that's great. I heard nothing about Colombia's strategy, which plays in advertising and shopping malls. No, we
Yeah,
have
it
no
was
plan to advertise in shopping malls.
very interesting
Uh,
experiment in Colombia about ads in shopping malls because it's quite cheap and we can afford it to us. So we did it a couple of times, as I remember.
Yeah, the good question from TB Site. With the launch of the DEX, will they have any vision of registering in US or Singapore to future legalize the platform? So as far as I know, the DeFi sector still doesn't regulate it. So it's no, as far as I know, it's a no regulation of the DeFi. So for, I don't know any DEX which has a regulation. Oh, Rafael, hello.
Hello, guys.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas, friends.
Hi.
Hola, muchachos, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo están? Bueno, un saludo a la comunidad de Latam.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks, Rafael, that join us. We have actually a lot of questions from Latin America. Roman, please ask this question to Rafael. And yeah, man, it was your birthday yesterday, yeah?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, happy birthday, man. Congratulations, happy birthday. I wish everything the best to you. What's happened?
Maybe some connection problem. Yeah.
Anyway, so regarding the question, I repeat my answer. So I still doesn't know any country where the DeFi, like DEX or lending protocols, it's regulated, because you know it's just smart contracts, so it's non-custodial. And but let's see what kind of regulation we will see the next year. Of course, the more regulation will come before of the collapse of FTX and Celsius and so on. But yeah, let's go for the next question. Yeah, Rafael, hello once again.
Hello again. Sorry, my internet is very low.
Maybe you're mining right now, no?
Yeah.
You do the power mining now, so maybe you can stop it.
Yeah.
Okay, this funny. Okay. Yeah.
Let's move forward.
Yeah, let's move to question for Capt JT regarding the GitHub search, because this question we will ask to Rafael regarding the GitHub. It's
so yeah, the question: will you make the source code public on GitHub? Actually, the majority of source code is already public. For example, if you want to build some service on top of NX, NX user interface is public. It is called DEX UI in our GitHub. Or if you want to make other tab, you can use Web3 Anycom library, which is also public, available as NPM package. So maybe we didn't manage to provide best documentation for this, or some educational materials, some guides, training stuff. So it would be much appreciated if people from community could help us with this. If someone have managed to understand how Enqueue Lib, for example, can be applied, then please contact us and we will add this information for general public. And yes, some parts of source code is closed, and these code is connected to unfinished stuff. For example, proof of work, or some parts of POS nodes. Yes, and we will open it as soon as we state them as public. And one of the reasons behind this closed source code, as we want to have freedom to freely change this code without without need to make a consensus with some possible other applications. So, for example, in Bitcoin, it takes several years to make transition to new version of software, some features, to add some features. So as we know that these parts are not unfinished, we don't want to make them public. Okay. I hope.
Thanks, Serge. Please also tell us about the POW. It's the next question.
Yeah, so we stopped work on POW. It was almost ready at the end of 2021, but when we realized how TNT 2.0 could be done, and one of its aspects, it should use completely new proof of work algorithm. It hasn't got any name yet. It's like Anycum proof of work, and that's why we stopped work on RandomX, because it's like two different directions. But now, as 2.0 seems not so close, we will return to previous version of proof of work, and I hope next year it could be seen in Beat as we previously planned to make some bug bounty and then transition to a Pulse network. So that plan it just was freezed while we were researching TNT 2.0 perspectives.
Yeah, thanks. So when will the Ethereum bridge get launched on ANX? So I think we already answered this question. So right now we work on the launch in the between Bit test network and Gaia tomorrow. So let's see. Will Booster Pool play a role in ANX? No, we have no plan. It's a separate project. So Booster Pool, it's a project for management liquidity on top of Uniswap v3 and protocol like Perpetual and so on, and maybe some other protocols like Curve or something similar. But for now, no, we have no plan to merge them. So let's go for the next question, Roman.
Yeah, and the next question is, we see that CBDC is allowed in some countries. Will Enqueue comply with CBDC or not? Will Enqueue have comply with investments funds rules or not?
Yeah, so this question related to Trinity 2.0, so we will update you guys, I think, in February with all our plans for Trinity 2.0, because it's a super challenge task to allow to first of all to decide how we can move forward with or without EVM, and secondly to research so many details before start development. So we need more time to finalize our vision and move forward. So at least we need like at least 1 month before we will announce what will be detailed roadmap of Trinity 2.0. At least.
Yeah, I want to add that there are many countries and not all CBDCs are the same, so it is very like huge field for discussion. But I want to mention that we always work towards decentralization and financial freedom. So it's not always the same road with CBDCs, but maybe some countries are not with the same vision.
So CBDC, we actually have no plan to implement CBDC because you have to understand, guys, what is the CBDC does it mean? So you can fork any blockchain, for example, Ethereum, Polygon, I don't know, Dawn, where blockchain with the smart contracts like Algorand or something like that. And the CBDC will be permissionless blockchain. It will be not decentralized blockchain. So no one from government, any country all over the world will not make experiments on the decentralized, build the CBDC on decentralized environment. They would like to control this node. So it's a fake. So that someone would like to use public blockchain like Ethereum or Polygon and build the CBDC on top of that. I'm personally knew the few team which built the CBDC for different governments like Cambodia, UAE, some other countries. So I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, let's go for the next question regarding the how can one build own project upon IonQ. So right now it's a quite limited options for the smart contracts, and this question also will be related to Trinity 2.0. So what kind of virtual machine and smart contract machine will be integrated to the Anycom, Ethereum virtual machine, or our own virtual machine on some other virtual machine. So right now you just it's a quite limited option for the smart contracts, but anyone can build it right now. If you have some idea, just let us know and contact us, and we will discuss with you. Yeah, let's go for the next question.
Yeah, the next question is already answered partly about our planned milestones for Anycom in 2023 and when they're planned to be achieved. So I think our plans for 2023, we're planning to achieve it in 2023, and we will announce the roadmap in the first quarter of 2023, because we need to think about Trinity 2.0 or Trinity 1.0, what do with POW and other stuff. So Mike, Serge, maybe you can add a bit.
I think we will return with a complete roadmap when it will be ready, and the main ideas for the future we already covered.
Yeah, and when the roadmap will be ready, we will plan the big AMA and about it. So our community will know all points of this roadmap. And the next question is,
Rafael just sent a message on YouTube, so his internet connection quite bad, so he will not join us. So Raf, once again, it was a pleasure to meet you for a few seconds. So let's plan a LatinM AMA in January. We promise make it like many times. So Roman, let's make this maybe first or second part week of the January, and let's bring some noise to the Latin America community, because they are quite active, and we have a big community in LatinM. So let's make this happen as soon as possible, please.
Yeah, why not? Let's plan. We will plan it, and we will announce the MA Latin community in the first part of January. I think we will talk about maybe some conclusion about 2022 and maybe about plans for 2023. So turn on and waiting for the announcement of this AMA, and let's move forward with the questions. And the next question is, what are your current plans to onboard new projects, and what market are you targeting? So as usual, we're targeting on local markets, because in our situation, as we are a small team, it's much more easier for us to join local markets. And after local markets, we are looking to global market. So, and we will cover this market step by step, from Latin to Korea to Australia to Turkey, and so on and so on. And about new projects, so we are always looking for new partnerships, and if you have any projects which could be interesting in our partnership with Anycom Network, so feel free to contact me and we will discuss it. And let's move maybe to the questions from YouTube. Mike, what do you think?
Yeah, so let's see what we have, what kind of question we have here.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Mm-hmm.
So George Crypto, follow with Anycom signed the beginning. Thanks, George. The strategy for 2023 we already discussed. Yeah, we didn't have a plan to reduce supply or burn tokens. No, we didn't have that. Will Bridge also involve for the small market cap networks? Maybe, let's see. So let's start from the EVM and then we will decide.
Mm-hmm. So as I see, that's all the questions we have.
I would like to answer a question about our biggest competitors, but maybe I will go too deeply into technical details. Then
yeah, let's of course search. Of course.
So I think it is not interesting to speak about Anycom ecosystem and its competitors as the whole, but in our Trinity 2.0 goals, our biggest competitors will be Flashbots in MEV field and Chainlink in random generation field. And our advantages over Flashbots will be the fact that Flashbots just hiding the problem from Ethereum public, pending space into its own private relay, where you cannot see what is happening in the Flashbots relay. So it's just a matter of trust. and we want to bring transparent way to see how the transaction pending was composed into blocks to make protection not making a new market on top of MEV. Also, in Trinity 2.0, each mobile phone can behave as a private pending, like own flashbots relay in each phone. And speaking about random numbers and Chainlink, we see the same problem with Chainlink solution. It has very thoroughly and detailed explanation on random number protection on inside Ethereum network, but we couldn't find a description on how exactly this randomness is gathered. And it looks like it is also done in a trustful method. Just people trust that Chainlink do not manipulate with randomness. On contrary, in Anycom, we want to bring a transparent solution where you can see how this randomness was generated and to see that it was independent and it was protected. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Sergey.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks, Serge. So finally, I think that's it. We're already 50 minutes on the live. So thanks again to all our community, and let's move to the 2023 together. We have a lot of plan. Thanks to our team. I hope tomorrow we will launch a bridge on the testnet. And Merry Christmas to everyone and Happy New Year. God bless us and give us the more health and power for the next 2023. Nobody knows how hard it will be. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.